E aí, mano, beleza? Sejam bem-vindos aí, tamo junto. Como é que você tá, Doctor? Beleza? 30 segundinhos aí pra gente conhecer as novidades, né? O foco principal aí, com certeza, é o BF. Vamos ver aí como é que vai ser esse game, né, mano? Para que seja algo bom aí pra gente. Obrigado aí pelo apoio aí, né? Por estar acompanhando com a gente. Vamos que vamos, mano. Vamos lá, 5 segundinhos. Qualquer coisa, se o áudio estiver baixo, vocês dão um toque, tá? Tanto do vídeo, tanto o meu aí. Bro? Bora lá. Durante as apresentações eu vou ficar quieto, certo?
Love that video. What's up, everyone? I'm Alex Ackerman.
And I'm Andy McNamara, and you are watching the 2021 EA Play Live pre-show.
Concert for Cows. That's
muito
gotta
alto
be
aí,
a
dá um
first,
toque, beleza,
but
mano?
probably my favorite way to open a show
E aí,
ever.
Lion?
It's the latest expansion for
Lion
Sims
Man,
4
como é que
Cottage
você tá,
Living
meu
is
irmão?
out
Vou assistir muito
today,
esse
so
desenho
go
aí,
get your
cara.
cross stitch on and check it out after the
Top
show.
demais.
All right, in just a few minutes, the EA Play Live main event is coming with all the news, sweepstakes, and surprises you know and love. But first, we want to take a moment to recap all the news that's been revealed this summer. And what a summer it's been.
Oh, yeah.
I personally have done nothing else but play Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
I think you actually mean Romance Garrus, or maybe that's just me. It's been a huge summer regardless for EA Originals. The talented Joseph Fares and the team over
Será
at
que os caras vão ficar
Hazelight
conversando em
gifted
15
us the
minutinhos, mano?
critically acclaimed
Quer
and my
mostrar
personal
mesmo?
favorite, It Takes Two. Millions of you have been dodging with
Ah, o
dodgeballs
Thundercats,
in
né,
Belen's
mano?
Knockout City,
É.
and the soon-to-be-released Lost in Random was an official Tribeca
Muito bom,
Film
né, mano?
Festival selection.
Congrats to the Zoink team. We can't wait to play. And for those who haven't yet
Lion
been
Man
acquainted
só pra
with
quem é
their
das antigas
magical
que vai
world,
lembrar,
let's
mano.
take a look at the story trailer for Lost in Random.
Let's.
Welcome to the world of
Ah, bora lá,
random,
rapaziada. Agora eu vou ficar quieto, hein?
where everyone's destiny is decided by a roll of the one true dice. And the one true queen who controls it. For when a child comes of age, they must roll this dice just once, and in so doing, determine their fate for all eternity.
Happy birthday.
Be grateful, child, that the Queen herself is here for your special day. Now roll the dice, and let's see what kind of person you truly are. Ah, you live with us now. Lucky girl.
Odd! Hold on, Odd. Oh, where is this place? Stop trying to kill me! Are you,
Foolish child, turn back at once.
Be very careful, even. We're in uncharted territory.
Haven't you heard the bedtime stories?
You're a long way from one town.
Dice? I haven't seen a real one in years.
I'm supposed to say something important. You know nothing!
It's me! You tell me where my sister is, you witch! Odd? Where are you? I'm coming for you, sis.
Wanna?
Odd!
What do we do to those who stand in our way?
We destroy them, my queen.
That that trailer gives me the
Aí,
chills,
galera,
I think,
primeiro
every time we
jogo,
watch
então.
it. Stay tuned for more on
Sinceramente,
Lost
não
in
faz meu
Random,
estilo.
including an
Não
exclusive
sei
first
se
look
faz o
at
estilo de
combat
vocês, mas
gameplay
por
later on
favor,
in the main show.
tem nos
Speaking of
comentários aí.
combat,
Eu não
I
curto,
can
mas
tell you
respeito
as a
quem
part of
gosta,
the
tá
team
ligado?
over at Respawn that
Foca
Apex
aqui é o
will be showing
BF e
up
com
later
certeza
today
também
in
as
a
novidades, né?
pretty big way.
Tá nada a dar uma
Of course,
olhada, né, rapaziada?
Battlefield 2042 has some big news
Mas
to share as
Doctor
well.
tá falando
But
que
you
tem
would
15
already
anos
know
e
that
gostou demais
if
dos
you tuned
Thundercats.
into
Não,
the EA
realmente.
Play Spotlight
Era
series.
muito bom.
Over the last few weeks, we've
Muito
gathered
bom.
creative
Mas os
leaders from
Thundercats
across
é
the
um,
EA
tá?
studios
E
to
o
share their
Lion Man é
insights.
outro, tá? Lion Man é da época da
And
manchete.
some exciting news.
Yeah,
As
we did.
antigas, só quem já
Here
tem uma
are a
certa
few of the
idade que vai
highlights.
lembrar aí, né, mano? Sejam bem-vindos e vamos pro
We kept the
próximo.
game a secret and did the Beyonce drop.
Always go with Beyonce.
Flawless.
Exactly.
Hypermotion is a next-gen exclusive technology powered by real football that brings gameplay to the next level of realism. Hypermotion integrates advanced 11 versus 11 mocap and machine learning for the first time to create the most authentic, responsive, and fluid experience on the pitch.
Scouting as a whole is being revamped. So you start things off essentially by getting a baseline scouting on every player. And one of the big goals I had was I wanted to add complexity to the feature, but I wanted to remove some of the tediousness of it.
I think we're having a sort of golden age at the moment where this freedom is allowed, and people like myself can start to see themselves coming through in these stories. And I hope that authenticity isn't lost.
You know, I think that's exactly why we're at indie studios, because that authenticity is worth the struggle. It's worth fighting for.
You need to ask people for a bit of faith to stick with the idea and just stay with it. And okay, we're not sure what it will be. And
they will be like, you know what, go for it. They give you that space and room to play, which is so beautiful and rare to see.
Now is the time to make something totally great and unique. It's harder in a movie today because it's been going on for longer.
How comes you get all the cool gadgets?
What should fans expect from Battlefield 2042 at EA Play Live?
So I think it's that mode that was on the whiteboard for many decades and many years and never
queremos, né,
happened. And
rapaziada?
now Christian and his team and LA have been, orchestrating and building it. So Christian.
I'm hoping that the players, the community will really embrace and like what we're going to show them.
Lars, Mr. Battlefield Gustafsson, who is jumping around on his Zoom chair.
So get a sturdy chair ready to watch it.
If you're a fan of first-person shooters, EA Originals, sports, or gaming in general, the Spotlight's had something for everyone. If you haven't yet, go check those out on our YouTube channel. There's a ton of great content there.
Yes, there is. And speaking of EA Sports, it's been a big month for FIFA news. So let's treat ourselves for another look at the FIFA 22 trailer.
Ah, o FIFA eu não sei como é que vai ser, viu, mano? Mas pesa aí pelo fato de ter gratuito esse ano aí, mano. Já trabalho com FIFA, hein, mano. Tá muito caro também, mano. É isso aí, galera.
Andy,
FIFA pra
I
mim,
need to correct
infelizmente, acho que
myself.
esse
That
ano
was
fica pra
not a
trás. Aí
treat.
o
That was a feast.
PES vai ser gratuito pra
A
quem não
feast.
sabe,
And FIFA
né?
fans, you have to check out the FIFA Spotlight, which offered a
muito
deep dive
trabalho,
into
mano.
all the
A coisa
updates
que
coming to
pesa
FIFA
contra
22.
o FIFA é o
Now,
valor, né, mano? Caro demais.
FIFA won't have news to share in the main show because we're going to give it to you right now.
Unbelievable. Yes, fans of FIFA Ultimate Team already know that this year some fan favorite footballers are returning in the form of FIFA Ultimate Team heroes. 9 of them have been revealed so far, and right now we're going to share 2 more.
Ooh, okay.
First up, it's heroic Premier League striker turned manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
And second, a fine man from the Rhineland, it's Lars Ricken.
And who doesn't like Lars? There's more where that came from. And remember, if you pre-order the Ultimate Edition before August 11th, you will get a bonus Ultimate Team Heroes pack. And of course, EA Play members get their hands on the game early.
Yes, they do, but that is just one benefit of being a member. An EA Play membership is your ticket to getting more from your favorite EA games, including fantastic in-game rewards and exclusive content in all of these upcoming titles.
And speaking of rewards, we'll be giving away a whole mess of great prizes during the main show, including gear from Logitech, Polaris, plus thousands of game codes, and EA Play memberships.
Yes.
So make sure to stay tuned to the main show for your chance to win. And if you haven't already, make sure to link your Twitch and EA accounts.
Yes, that's right, because I personally have hand-coded an Apex Legends Jumpmaster weapon charm.
Thank you for that.
You're very welcome, that you can earn just by watching the show on Twitch. So Apex fans, stick around, because you are not going to want to miss a closer look at the latest legend coming to the Apex games. If you don't know who I'm talking about, we got our first look at Seer just a few days ago. Check it out.
This. It has been seen. A woman will rise, bearing the mark of
Nossa,
the
que
moth.
sinistro, hein, mano?
Her firstborn will be a cursed child.
Nossa.
His eyes drawing us all to the flame.
Mano, eu pretendo jogar o BF no PC, mano. PC. E você?
Undone. One glance will reduce a mountain to dust. A king to a beggar. And an ocean to a desert.
Ah, demorou, então vamos jogar junto, mano. Jogar junto.
Everything he touches will be
A
changed.
batidinha desse jogo aí ia ser legal, mano. Curti. Sonora aí.
It cannot be unseen.
Ah, mas o bom é que dá pra gente jogar, apesar que você tá no PS5, né?
Wow, the
Pra gente
Apex
jogar
team is
no
getting wilder and
junto aí, né?
wilder
Nova
with those
geração
lore
do PC.
trailers. I can't wait to see more.
Trust me, you're not alone. I love
Bem
that
sincero, eu
trailer.
também tava
We have
querendo
a
jogar
lot more
BF4,
coming up
viu,
during the
mano?
main show
Outro
that
dia
you're
eu
not gonna
tentei.
want to miss.
And that is now
Eu acho que eu me
mere moments
acostumei com a
away.
agilidade
But one
dos
last
jogos
recap from
atuais,
us,
então.
featuring one of the newest
Eu
members
senti uma
of the
certa
EA Sports
dificuldade
family,
me
Codemasters.
adaptar,
Yes,
me
you'll know them
readaptar, né?
best from
Porque
their
o
incredible
BF4 foi
slate
um
of
dos jogos que
racing
eu mais
titles
joguei
like
no
Dirt,
PS4, mano.
Grid, and the F1 series, whose latest installment just dropped a few days ago.
If you follow F1, you know it's been an absolutely crazy year so far with some amazing rivalries. Well, if you want to put yourself right in the middle of that, Cody's is here to make that dream a reality.
Tem sim.
Let's drop straight into the action with the F1 2021 trailer.
Nice.
I just don't get it, Zoe. Gets
A
to pit
Fórmula
ahead
1,
of
nossa, faz tempo
and
que
they
eu
give
não...
his car the
Mano, eu joguei
only new
Fórmula
car
1
unit last season.
uma vez no
And he gets to
PS3,
go out
joguei um
behind
pouquinho.
me in qualifying.
Também joguei o Ayrton Senna no Super
This
Nintendo,
kid is
mano.
a new
Era muito
number
bom.
one driver.
Mas nunca fui muito fã, assim, de jogos de Fórmula 1, não, tá ligado? Eu até curto esporte e tal, assisto as corridas, mas jogar mesmo, eu preferi sempre outros, tá ligado? Gran Turismo, Force Speed, mas Fórmula 1 em si mesmo ali, eu curti muito jogar ele. E aí, Alisson, beleza? Então, mano, Deadside, eu acabei dando um tempinho, né? Mas Tava falando com os amigos aí pra gente poder voltar a jogar. Tem outros brothers que já estão jogando. Eu tava esperando sair uma atualização um pouquinho melhor, né? Eu acho que os devs demoram muito pra poder fazer alguma coisa realmente que chame a atenção, né? Eles aumentaram o mapa e tal, mas só que, entre aspas, fica naquela mesmice, tá ligado? O fato de ainda não poder raidar mesmo pra valer, eles não conseguiram chamar a atenção, né? Aí os caras ficam muito naquela de pegar o loot, correr pra safe e fica com medo de sair da base. Fica naquela, tá ligado? Mas eu tô pensando em voltar aí pra poder fazer mais vídeo pra vocês, mano. Obrigado pela presença, meu rapaziada. Se puder deixar aquele like pra fortalecer o nosso trabalho, eu agradeço aí.
I think you still are Andy McNamara, and I'm Alex Ackerman. Thank you
Agora vai
so much
começar
for
pra
tuning
valer a
in,
criança.
and enjoy the show.
It is gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
Isso mesmo, era 15 minutos de apresentação.
Coming to you from Los Angeles, California, this is EA Play Live 2021. I'm your host, WWE superstar Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed, and we have an amazing show for you today. We've got world premiere gameplay, exclusive first looks, including a brand new multiplayer experience for Battlefield 2042, and a few more surprises they won't even let me tease. Plus, just like last year, we've got some amazing prizes to give away. So keep an eye out throughout the show for hidden letters. They'll spell out a secret code that you'll need at the end of the show if you want a chance to win Polaris gear, Logitech gadgets, and thousands of codes for great EA games, including Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Dirt 5, and more. So let's get to it!
O cenário é top, hein, mano?
EA has long played home to fan-favorite racing titles from Need for Speed to Burnout to Real Racing. And now that the experts at Codemasters are joining the EA family, that incredible lineup just got supercharged with the addition of franchises like Grid, Dirt, Project Cars, and F1. So if you like racing, if you like being in the driver's seat, you're gonna love what Codemasters has cooked up for us today. But first, let's take a quick look at what they do best.
Alguém aí que tá acompanhando a live aí curte Fórmula 1, mano? Gosta desse jogo e tal? Não tô muito chegado não, entendeu? Como eu disse, sempre joguei mais Need for Speed, Gran Turismo. Mas o gráfico tá absurdo, hein? Tá animal, mano. O negócio é FPS, né, mano? FPS, RPG e tal.
Joining us now from London is Codemasters senior game designer Becky Crossdale. Welcome, Becky.
Aqui os caras são ligeiros, né? Os caras colocam, entre aspas, os jogos mais fracos, assim, pra abrir a programação. Só espero que o BF não fique por último, né, mano?
Because on behalf of the entire Codemasters team, this is the world premiere trailer for Grid Legends.
Take 13 common.
thousands of drivers, only one can become champion.
My name is Yume Tanaka. My goal is to become the first woman ever to win the championship.
They know who I am. I'm Nathan McKay, 5-time Grid Series world champion. Soon to be 6 times. That's a new record.
If it's grid legal, I can build it to win. Touring cars, muscle cars, open wheel, drift.
Best team, best car.
Win by having the money, by having the guts.
Caramba, lembrou até o NASCAR agora, mano. A cena aí.
It's their problem. You keep pulling up there, that stops, but you're gonna get somebody hurt.
Complicado, né, irmão? Tava falando com o Marcos sobre isso, né? O que você achou do X-Defante? Dá a sua opinião aí. Eu acho que não agradou a comunidade do Division, né?
Becky, this looks incredible. On top of the gameplay and the cars and the environments, now we've got all these characters that seem to have different motivations. I'm already incredibly invested. It looks like you guys are really up in the ante on storytelling.
Well, first and foremost, the Grid series has always been about delivering gameplay excellence. And with Grid Legends, you are still getting that same immersive racing experience that you know and love. But this time we are taking things up a notch and we're adding another layer on top of that. We are really proud of this new story mode.
Well, I do love a good story, and I feel like I've seen a lot of those faces somewhere before.
Yeah, we had the absolute pleasure of working with the incredibly talented Ncuti Gatwa, who plays the wonderful Eric in Netflix's Sex Education. We also captured the entire thing using extended reality, or XR, where if you've been watching Disney's The Mandalorian, you will have seen that tech in action. It's what they used to create those incredible worlds.
Well, it sounds amazing, but this obviously isn't racing in space, right?
No. We are using this tech to draw you further into this racing experience. We really
a sensação que esses caras vão deixar o BF por último, hein, mano? Pô, isso.
It's also been really great for our
Dá
actors
até uma
because they're
tristeza.
acting against
Tomara que
something
seja o
that's
próximo
visually
já, mano. A
there.
ansiedade é
It's not the
gigante.
same as green screen or motion capture.
E aí, mano,
They are
salve.
stepping
Tô de
into
boa, e
our
você? Como é
grid
que você
world
tá?
and reacting with it.
It sounds great. Can you give us
Eita,
any
shift.
hints on the story,
Shift.
or
Como
that
é
be
que você tá,
spoilers?
parceiro?
Without
Rapaz,
spoilers,
spoilers aí?
we are giving you a
O que
classic
você tá esperando aí
underdog
dessa
tale.
gameplay aí,
We
mano?
putting you straight
Veio
into
pelo
the
BF
driver's
também ou
seat,
não? Ou você tá
right in the
acompanhando
middle of
mesmo
the Grid
qualquer jogo?
World Series, where you'll be facing off against the all-dominant Raven West team. That is a team that does not like to share the tarmac. And for the rest of the story, well, you just have to wait and see.
But let's talk gameplay. We saw a new big range of
pelo
vehicles
jeito
in that
sim, né,
trailer.
mano?
Can you talk about those a little bit?
Ou no mínimo uma
Our série
parceria, né?
vehicles, we are giving you big rigs, stadium trucks, drift cars, open wheelers, muscle cars, electric cars. We are giving you hypercars like the Aston Martin
Ó, o
Valkyrie.
gráfico tá
Have you
bonito, hein,
seen
mano?
that
Não
car?
sou muito fã de jogo de
And
corrida,
we
mas
are
olha
also
isso,
giving
cara.
you multi-class mixed
Tudo das
racing,
partículas
which means
de
that you
água,
can
tá
take
ligado?
any of those cars and put them together on the same track.
Well, I
Ó.
just saw a big rig take out an open wheeler
Uma
in the
coisa é
trailer,
você,
and
tipo assim,
I
não
love it.
gostar, né, mano?
So
Outra
is there
coisa é você
anything else
reconhecer
that
a
you can
qualidade
tell
do
us
produto,
about
né?
Grid Legends?
Without giving too much away, there is a ton of new stuff for the fans to sink their teeth into, including some new modes such as boost mode and elimination mode. We've also got some fancy new locations, like the iconic city of Moscow.
Eu tô aqui só pelo BF, né, mano? Passou o BF, já era, tá ligado?
City of London
Isso
as well, so you can drive
acho que não é
right
só eu,
past
né?
Buckingham Palace,
E boa
or
parte
you
da
could
comunidade que tá
travel to the
acompanhando
stunning Strada Alpina and take
a
one of our
live, assim,
beautiful
do modo geral, né, no
hypercars to
YouTube,
its limits.
tá esperando o BF, né,
You
mano?
heard it here
Jogo
first.
muito hypado, muito
Storytelling and
esperado.
extended reality, mixed class
E
racing,
revelações,
new modes,
principalmente
new
no modo que eu quero
locations.
ver,
This is
que é
beyond
o
exciting. So,
modo
Becky,
Zona de
thank you
Perigo, né?
so
Que é
much
um
for your
estilo de
time.
Battle Royale
thank you,
parecido com
Austin.
Tarkov,
Of
tá
course.
ligado?
All right, folks.
Pelo menos
So
é
we're
as
just getting started.
especulações, né?
We've seen Grid
Quem
Legends.
sabe não é agora.
Now it's time for a different breed of legend.
Ainda não é, não.
Two years ago, Apex Legends came out of nowhere. And now 100 million players and 17 Legends later, it just keeps getting bigger. We've got more modes, more maps, more platforms for play, and of course, more Legends. So what's next for Apex? Well, today, we have answers. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Apex Legends Emergence.
Change. I see it in everything. I see it in a boy rocked by tragedy. Transform his pain and defy reality. I see it in the warrior who must choose between their new life and the annihilation of their home.
Complicado, né, mano? Eu gostei da trilha sonora aqui do Apex.
Tortured by revenge, embrace hope when love awakens her heart. I see it in me. A boy born under a bad omen, turn his tale into a legend. Change is relentless. But that does not mean it cannot be beautiful.
Top, hein, mano?
Take comfort. Nothing lasts forever. You must adapt. Surrender. And embrace your true nature. Know that you are not alone. Change comes for us all. For this chaos has purpose. All of us thrown together. So the flame can burn its brightest. Change. Fight it and fall. Accept it and rise above.
É, show de bola, mano. O Apex eu joguei um pouco, galera. Jogo bom, cara. Jogo bom. Vamos lá, mano. Deixa eu ver sua mensagem aqui, né? Porque você fala que a união dos jogos sendo focado no FPS, no caso terceira pessoa, colocaram o nome de Tom Clancy apenas pra tentar algo, né? Aí no caso você fala, Ubi, pelo amor, né? Bom,
Thanks, Austin.
bora ver esse BF aí, né?
Before we get started and get into it, I want to give a shout out to the
Tá
amazing developers at
é isso mesmo, cara.
All right, well,
Eu espero que o BF
if you love Apex, it's because of these amazing developers that are
no
working
mínimo
hard to create an Apex
nos agradar, né,
presence
cara? Tá difícil. A
Well, big
comunidade
love to
do
the whole
Division
Respawn
tá
team,
carente de
especially
um jogo
whoever
bom
came
aí,
up with Lifeline, 'cause that's
competitivo,
my
PVP decente e tal.
But okay, there's a lot for us to talk about.
Eu acho
but
que
you
eles
know I'm
colocaram
geeked about
o
Seer, so can you tell
nome
us
de
some
Tom
more about his
Clancy ali só pra
abilities?
chamar
I saw this
atenção
man
mesmo.
stare through
Mas o game
walls.
não tem nada
He's
a
got
ver
drones
mesmo.
coming out of his chest. Please tell me about his kit.
Yeah, similar to Bloodhound, Seer is all about tracking enemies, but in a different way and has a very unique kit. So while you're aiming down the sights, you'll have a heartbeat sensor that will give you hints as to where an enemy might be. If you think you've located them, you can use your tactical, which sends out some of those drones out of your chest and will actually reveal and track the enemy's location. The ultimate is really powerful.
Ô, o
especially in
Apex,
certain gameplay
galera,
situations.
vocês já
You can
jogaram
send out
já?
hundreds
Jogam
of
com frequência?
microdrones
Nunca
and create a
jogaram?
sphere around an area that you
Eu
choose,
cheguei a jogar no
and
PS4,
all
no
enemies
PC,
that are moving
mas
quickly
não me
through that
adaptei,
space
mano.
are tracked.
Sinceramente, não me
I
adaptei.
love when there's new abilities that kind of change the game, because this game obviously is always changing, always evolving, and whenever there's a new legend, there's always an interesting shift in the meta. So with those incredible abilities, how do you think that Seer is going to change the game?
Yeah, again, I mentioned Bloodhound also as a tracker, but unlike Bloodhound, Seer is about very precise and lingering information. So he's a bit more of a stealth-oriented legend, and you're going to see, I think, some interactions because of that sphere I mentioned, his ultimate. if you're moving quickly through that space, your footsteps are revealed. But now if you're walking slowly, you can avoid the detection. And so I think you'll see some interesting gameplay experiences and new ways to play with slowing it down a bit.
Yeah, it sounds like once the ring gets tight especially, you're gonna have a lot of new ways to play this game. But this past season, for instance, it felt like Apex really moved beyond Battle Royale with the introduction of arenas. So what's the reaction been like for you guys?
The fan reaction has been really great. We're seeing a lot of players enjoy arenas, which is awesome. We're really excited to finally have a way to play Apex Legends beyond Battle Royale. And yeah, people are loving it. So we've got new maps in the works, and some other things coming. I don't want to talk about just yet.
Uma das coisas que não me empolgou muito foi o fato de ser esse desenho meio cartoonizado. Tanto é que eu nunca me adaptei também ao Fortnite, exatamente por esses detalhes. Gosto de uma coisa mais realista e tal, mais definida, assim.
Make sure to get the balance right.
Mano,
make sure that the
a gente gosta, né, que é o Division, BF, até o COD,
the ranked mode in Emergence.
Os negócios mais real, né, pelo menos na questão de gráficos.
Ranked system than we have in the Battle Royale mode. So we're really excited for you to get your hands on it.
Well, it's really cool to see Apex always doing new things. Like, for instance, leaning into the competitive scene with things like the Apex Legends Global Series. So are we going to see more of the ALGS?
Absolutely. We just
É nesse aí que é o que tá focando, viu, mano? A galera que esperava
There's like so many tactics and amazing plays in there. Many teams
tentando pegar o público do Division, não. O foco deles não é esse, tá?
So we're really excited in
O
September.
foco deles é o público do Apex, do Company, Overwatch, tá ligado?
And Xbox
O
players
público aí.
to compete alongside the PC players, really see who's best, and an all-new league format. So we have more information at playapex.com.
Não, então, o Doctor, assim, a gente respeita a opinião, tá? Sendo bem sincero pra você. Os jogos são bons. Tanto o Apex, tanto o Fortnite é muito bom. Só que eu, no caso, não consegui me adaptar por alguns detalhes e por eu gostar de coisas mais realistas que também acabou me afastando um pouco desses dois games aí, tá?
This game demands so much of us. But from you, she demands everything.
Yeah, that's all I need to see. It's just it's so awesome. But Chad, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Austin.
Of course, of course.
E agora? Será que é agora, galera?
And again, big shout out to the whole Respawn team. Now for the Apex fans watching us on Twitch today, Respawn is hooking you up with an exclusive Jumpmaster gun charm, so make sure you've got your Twitch and EA account linked and keep watching the show to earn that drop. But that's not the only thing we're giving out today. Keep an eye out for the hidden letters that spell out a secret phrase, because at the end of the show, we'll give you a link where you can enter that code for your chance to win some great prizes, including codes for EA originals like Knockout City and It Takes Two.
Aqui é?
So speaking of originals, let's head across the ocean for some stop motion and check out a soon-to-be-released EA original, Lost in
Joguinho da
Random.
bruxa, pelo amor de Deus.
And just like that, young Austin found himself introducing a new segment.
Hello?
He stalled, bewildered by the voice coming from
Os
somewhere.
caras vão ficar enrolando mesmo, os caras vão ficar segurando até o final. Então quem estiver chegando aí, se puder deixar aquele like aí pra fortalecer a live, eu agradeço aí, beleza? Bem-vindos aí.
Really cool.
Austin stopped himself. He'd forgotten to mention the Tribeca Film Festival selection.
It was a selection at the Tribeca Film Festival.
He tried the line again, more enthusiastically.
Look, man, I'm trying to run a whole show.
More enthusiastically. Really selling it.
Could you just let me intro the segment? Thank you. It was an official Tribeca Film Festival selection this summer, and it's coming soon. Joining us from Gothenburg, Sweden to tell us more is Zoink creative director Olav Redmo.
Hello, Austin.
How's it going, Olav? Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on Tribeca. It's so cool to see video games right next to movies
agrada
being
uns e não
regarded
agrada
as they
outros,
should
né?
be.
Mas eu acho que em todo sentido, né? Todos os jogos, né? Tem pessoas que gostam da franquia do The Division, tem pessoas que não gostam. Uma coisa do COD, BF. COD BF é aquela briga eterna, tá ligado? Quem é melhor, COD ou BF? Pra mim são jogos totalmente diferentes. Pode é mapa pequeno e médio, PF já é um mapa gigantesco, trabalhar em periferia e tal. Então são coisas que, infelizmente, a galera vai ficar nessa briga eterna, mas pelo menos pra mim uma coisa não tem nada a ver com outra, tá ligado? Cada um é bom no seu segmento.
Well, it sounds awesome. So, let's take a look.
Bora lá, vamos acompanhar
aqui. Once upon a time, there were two devoted sisters named Even and Odd. Cruelly separated by an evil queen and the roll of a dice.
I'm coming.
Together with this
bem, mano.
fella,
gosto demais dos dois.
Even was determined to rescue her beloved sister.
Come on, Dicey.
In this strange and fascinating world of random, adventure and combat go hand in hand. And many peculiar characters await. Some will help her. Do you mean this one? And some won't.
That's against the rules. Oh, sure. A little girl with a dice.
Those coins can be
isso aqui é tipo um joguinho casual, né, mano? Você pode se divertir mesmo e tal.
Cards contain new attacks, abilities, and more. All of which come in handy during dice battle.
Ready, Dicey?
Even uses her slingshot to attack deadly foes. This can knock off energy cubes used to feed her strange companion Dicey. And once fully charged, Even can roll Dicey and freeze time itself. Let's see how she uses it.
Interessante, é tipo uns jogos de cartas, né? Tipo, a habilidade vai de acordo com a carta que ela tem. Mais ou menos isso.
Well done, Even. Nice. Ooh, that was a good one. Even's quest will take her across all 6 realms of random.
Você tá zoando, né, Minecraft? Não, você para de zoar. Fala sério aí. Se você falar sério, depois eu falo o meu favorito também. Pode ser favorito em cada plataforma, beleza? Vamos colocar aí. Qual plataforma que você ou qualquer um que quiser participar aí do debate até sair o PF aí. Quais as plataformas vocês jogaram e quais os jogos preferidos de vocês de cada plataforma. Beleza? Aí eu falo meu
Cards are just one part of dice battle, but I love the way they look, so I brought a few examples to show off.
Oh, okay, awesome. What are we looking at here then?
So, as you saw, cards can be selected during combat that unleash new powers and abilities, like this one, for instance, Explosive Dice, which turns Dicey into this ticking time bomb. You just gotta be careful so it doesn't blow you up. Keep your distance. And where's this hammer of 2?
Mas as outras plataformas, vocês começaram jogando nessas plataformas atuais já, tipo PS4? Vocês nunca jogaram outras antes? Tipo, Super Nintendo, Mega Drive? Eu tô velho já, hein, mano.
And she provides a bubble shield to protect Even. And that's just a taste. Like, there's a lot of different powers at your disposal. Some curse enemies, some heal Even or create traps. Some arenas also work as giant board games affected by rolling dicey. So you're gonna have to try different tactics to conquer the Queen's giant, mad, tabletop-themed arenas.
All right, Olav, obviously, my next question, you know it's coming. When can we play this game?
Mas eu tô brincando, viu, Doctor? Respeita aí, mano. Eu conheço várias pessoas que jogam Minecraft, tá? Sério mesmo.
And if you want a dicey companion of your own, he'll be available to
EA Play
members as a gun charm in one of my current favorites.
Bora lá, vou falar, mano, ó, se liga. Mega Drive que eu joguei, o melhor jogo que eu joguei foi o Contra. Super Nintendo, o melhor jogo que eu joguei foi o Zelda. PS1, o jogo que eu joguei chamado Siphon Filter, tá ligado? Uma franquia lá. Um agente da CIA. Tipo, essa pegada. PS2, o melhor jogo que eu joguei foi Black
Dropped earlier this year, Knockout City has had one hell of a summer,
PS3,
and they're just
aí
getting
vem a
warmed
série
up.
do COD,
Here
né,
with
mano, onde
more
eu comecei.
is Karthik Bala from
W2,
Velen Studios in New
MW3,
York.
da série do BF,
Thanks, Austin.
BF,
We're so
o Bad
grateful
Company,
to
o
our community for
BF3,
the massive
BF4.
response to Knockout City.
Aí no
With millions of new brawlers,
PS4 é a
hundreds of
franquia do
thousands of
Division, né,
crews,
mano? The Division,
and nearly
com
a
certeza.
billion KOs
PC
landed.
também.
Your response has really been a knockout. As an indie team dedicated to taking creative risks, having all of you embrace this unique thing we've made is an amazing feeling. And I just want to say,
Entendi qual é que é
thank
desse
you.
jogo, é tipo queimada?
At launch, we promised you new features and
Eu tenho
updates
36
that
anos,
keep the
mano.
game fresh and
Mas
exciting.
com toda essa
Today,
vasta
I'm here to
experiência aí
deliver on
falando
that
de todas
promise.
as plataformas,
On
né?
behalf of the
Dá até a
whole
sensação que eu sou mais
Balance
velho,
Studios
né?
It's my absolute
Nintendinho
thrill
também
to
joguei,
present
entendeu? O
Knockout
Atari eu
City
joguei num Atari de um amigo
Season 2,
meu. A gente jogou Street
Fight
Fighter,
at the
mano.
movies.
Bonequinho bem pequenininho. Street
Of
Fighter, tá ligado?
chaos, where mayhem rules the streets. Is anyone strong enough to stop the unstoppable?
Aí, ó, aí, ó. Shift é da minha época, ele sabe o jogo que eu tô falando.
One hero rises
Esse
to
daí
meet
pra mim foi o melhor, mano. Ele... Joguei todos, eu zerei todos. E tem revista, né? Naquela época não tinha internet, né? Então o pessoal comprava as revistas nas bancas de revista, lógico, né? Com as dicas, mostrando todo o passo a passo. Eu adorava, tipo, zerar os games, sem ficar vendo revista, sem ficar vendo nada. Era tipo um desafio próprio meu, tá ligado? Tipo, depois que eu zerava pela primeira vez, aí eu olhava alguma revista pra poder destrinchar algum segredo, alguma coisa. Mas assim, a primeira vez eu sempre zerava solo, assim, sem nada, mano. Na raça mesmo, tá ligado?
This season, bring your moves to the movies.
Ah, sim, hein? Tamo junto, mano.
Coming July 20. Oh man, that voice is murder on the pipes. The Hollywood Drive-In opens July 27th.
Rapaziada, sou bem sério pra vocês, esse jogo aí eu nunca tinha visto, mano.
It's showtime.
You saw it. We got new skins. We got a new
Esse
ball.
game aí eu nunca
Knockout
vi,
City,
mano.
baby. Season 2 arrives July 27th. And remember, you can play for free up to street rank 25. So get in. You might come across me and my crew. We're called That Baseline. You won't beat us because we're really good, but you'll have fun. And right now, it's available on all platforms with crossplay. So if you haven't yet, go ahead, get in there and give it a whirl. All right. Everyone.
Você deve conhecer todas as plataformas, mano. 4.1. Aí, galera, silêncio total agora, hein?
You've seen the trailers, you've read the hot takes, and you already know that Battlefield is back, baby! You hear me? It's back! Battlefield is back, baby! It's Battlefield! I can't wait to wingsuit surf a tornado. This game is gonna be so good. And in just a moment, we're revealing a brand new Battlefield 2042 experience. But first, for those who haven't been paying attention, here's what you've been missing out on.
God, look at these maps.
That's so cool. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. This is awesome. Do it. Wait, do. Yeah.
On behalf of our entire team, we hope you're thrilled with what you've seen so far from Battlefield 2042. But this is just the beginning. We have so much more to show you. Battlefield 2042 is built up by 3 epic experiences. Firstly, of course, all-out warfare that we showed you earlier. Secondly, Hazard Zone that we'll show off later this year. And now, a new community-driven experience that we're happy to share with you today. Built by our old friends over at Triple Effect, formerly Dice LA, It's an experience designed from community feedback. It's an experience we've dreamt about building for over a decade. So let's have a look.
Nossa. Nossa, mano.
That's the sound of the going bang bang.
Nossa. É, o BF Portal. Vazou bastante informações do BF Portal hoje.
This looks incredible. There's so many crazy things happening in this trailer. We got knives versus defibrillators. We got soldiers from every era. I have so many questions, so let's bring on an expert. Here to help us out is the general manager of Ripple Effect. We've got Christian Grass. Welcome, Christian.
Hey, Austin. Thanks for having me. Super excited to be here.
Of course. Thank you for being here. Now, that trailer, absolutely ridiculous. Like, what the hell did we just see?
So what you just saw was the Battlefield Portal. It's a new community-driven experience that gives players the freedom to write their own rules and shape their own battlefield. You can mix and match content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, BF3, and Battlefield 2042 to create brand new game modes. Then you can share and discover those on the Portal platform. And that's just what's coming at launch. This is a real love letter to the fans from our incredible team.
And and this is your squad.
Yes, this is the fantastic Ripple Effect team, and they deserve all the credit in the world for creating this great experience. We've had so much fun bringing back some of the most beloved vehicles, gadgets, weapons, and maps from past titles.
Well, thank you all.
Huge, huge credit to this amazing team and everyone who's made Battlefield 2042 possible.
All right, so to bring it back, when you say beloved maps, we're talking Caspian Border?
Yes.
Arica Harbor?
Yes.
El Alamein?
Yes, El Alamein is also included. It's actually my all-time favorite map. Plus, we have Noshar Canal, Battle of the Bulge, and Valparaiso. And of course, all 7 of the new epic scale maps already announced for 2042, they're also playable in Portal.
I love it. I love it. But this is more than just maps, right?
Absolutely. Portal is a chance for the community to drive the platform. There's a whole slate of customization options.
Vai ser uma misturada danada, hein, mano? Quero ver como é que vai ser esse balanceamento aí.
Tools that were previously only available to us on the development team.
So that trailer, it was just packed with a ton of crazy moments. So I'm curious, how wild can we actually get with Portal?
you can get pretty wild.
Yeah? Okay, so can I pit World War II against 2042?
Yes, you can.
Okay, what about game modes? Can I make an infection mode where it's me against a ton of super fast soldiers with knives?
Absolutely.
Okay, what about shoddy snipes? But not just regular shoddy snipes, like a gun game with a whole bunch of shoddy snipes from all throughout history.
That is
Daqui a
a
pouquinho eu já
very
falo com vocês,
specific idea
rapaziada.
there, Austin. But
Espera
yes,
passar
actually
aqui.
you can.
Batting 3 for 3, bring it home. Can I play as a penguin with a flamethrower?
A penguin with a flamethrower?
Yeah.
No, I mean, look, there are some limits. It's not a level editor. You can't edit the maps themselves. And no, you can't play as a penguin with a flamethrower.
All right, that's fine. That's fine, I had to ask. But it does sound like there's a ton to play around with.
Oh, yes. The options are pretty deep, and we're committed to working with the community to build out this suite of tools and content as the game evolves. We want this experience to go where you want to take it. We see the sandbox as a big part of the future of Battlefield 2042.
Well, I assume that the community is going to have a field day with this.
I really hope players will embrace Portal. That's who we built it for. In fact, we gave a sneak peek to a few members of the community to see what they could come up with.
Oh, okay, I assume my invitation got lost in the mail, but that's fine, that's fine. Let's check it out.
2 teams and 2 VIPs, but only one way to score. This is VIP Fiesta by Courage. It's the US factions of Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2, facing off on Arica Harbor with 24 players and random loadouts. Die and you'll redeploy with an all-new loadout. Track down that enemy VIP and make it count.
Cleared and under control.
All bring the power of 2042 to Caspian border and take on the forces of 1942. This is Quality versus Quantity by Gabitron. A small squad from 2042 are taking on 32 players from 1942.
Bonito, hein?
The future's got the hardware, but the past's got the numbers. Destroy those MCOMs. But do it before your tickets are up. You're not getting them back unless you clear the sector. Not enough memes? Fine. Set up on Orbital for the fight of your lives with Robot Man by Redacted. 20 duck-sized EOD bots, 1 horse-sized T-91. Settle your Battlefield debates on who wins what.
Come on, dude, Robot Man, what? This looks so much fun, but I need to know. Just pretend like the cameras aren't here, just me and you. Who's Redacted?
Can't tell you that, sorry. But what I can tell you is that we're so excited for the players to create
Quero que
or
eles
simply
comentem sobre o
discover
novo
their
modo
favorite
hardcore,
new way
né,
to
mano?
play Battlefield. And we can't
Vai
wait
ser
to
focado só
explore
nisso.
and try out the thousands of experiences our community will build once they have the tools in their hands.
And we get our hands on Portal at launch, right?
Yes, Portal will be available at launch, day one, along with a bunch of pre-made modes for you to try right away.
Okay, this is fantastic. Now, Christian, before you go, let me make sure that I have all of this straight. So on top of all the content and maps that have already been announced, we also get content from Battlefield 1942, Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 3, including 6 of the best maps of all time, and all that can be sliced, diced, and mixed together in Portal. And then we still have Hazard Zone coming later this year?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you, Austin. If you've always been a fan, or if you've never played Battlefield before, we want Battlefield 2042 to be the ultimate Battlefield experience.
Christian, just thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure, Austin. I'll see you on the battlefield.
All right, so Portal looks incredible, and we could end things there, but I don't think we're done just yet. We're gonna leave you with one more surprise. First, though, you remember that secret
Qual que é
code?
essa surpresa?
I hope you were paying attention because all of the letters have been revealed. So, if you want to win some awesome games and gear, stick around because we're gonna give you the link to enter in just a second. But for now, come with me. I hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I've enjoyed being your host. Now, my name is Austin Creed, and our last reveal is somewhere in there. But you know what? Why don't you go first?
Nossa, galera. Eu esperava mais do BF. Não falaram nada com nada. Ah, o Dead Space, né? É isso mesmo. E tá louco, cara. Esperava mais do BF, esperava que ele fosse comentar sobre zona de perigo, né? Tal. O modo lá que eu realmente tô ansioso pra ver. Infelizmente, os caras falaram nada com nada. Infelizmente. Com certeza todo mundo vai criticar. Quem tá acompanhando a live aí pode saber disso. Todo mundo vai criticar eles. Fizeram mó suspense. Ah, não, dia 22 a gente vai revelar mais a gameplay. E o modo lá, estilo Tarkov, né? Se é um Battle Royale ou não. Aí os caras, tipo, mostram um negocinho de nada, tá ligado? É uma mistura. É o que eles chamam de Battlefield. Esqueci o nome agora aqui. Tipo, vai ser uma mistura, né? De todos os BF aí, com os mapas, pá, tá ligado? Nada com nada, cara. Pra mim, decepcionante, galera. Pra mim, tipo assim, só perdi meu tempo, tá ligado? Não perdi meu tempo literalmente, porque pelo menos tô trocando ideia com vocês, dando risada, se divertindo e tal, mas. O que esses caras fizeram, mano? Aí que evento mais. Todo respeito, né? Mas que evento mais lixo, né, mano? Tipo, nada com nada, mano. Umas coisinhas, nada a ver. Tipo, mó hype, tá ligado? A galera em peso do BF aguardando isso. Aí os caras colocam tudo. E aí traz o BF no final, um negocinho de nada. Tipo, pelo amor de Deus, cara. Porcaria. Pode escrever isso aí, ó. Todo mundo vai. Eu acho que todo mundo já tá xingando esses caras nas redes sociais já, mano. Na moral. Que arrependimento. Tá louco, hein? Mas é isso, rapaziada. Muito pouco, mano. Decepcionante. Simplesmente isso. Decepcionante. Certo? Pô, quero agradecer então a vocês aí, principalmente os meninos que tá aí batendo um papo no chat, é o pessoal que tá acompanhando a live também, que de repente também não pode comentar nada, né? Às vezes a pessoa tá no trampo, enfim. Quero agradecer aí a presença de vocês, ao Shift aí, ao Doctor, né? Ao meu Momo Taruso, né? Junto aí, mano. Obrigado aí. Infelizmente foi decepcionante, pelo menos pra mim foi. Certo? Obrigado mesmo, tamo junto, hein, rapaziada. Obrigado pelos likes aí, obrigado por aparecer. E se vocês puderem, me segue lá na Twitch, lá, que as lives, quando eu realmente começar a jogar o BF ou o próprio X-Defante, com certeza vai ser lá, beleza? E aqui a gente vai continuar sempre trazendo conteúdo, informações de lives desse tipo, né, decepcionante. Mas beleza, rapaziada, foi um prazer imenso estar com vocês.